Although the road to teacher education had been demanding, it has, however, provided me with lots of technicalities and strategies that I believe would go a long way to fulfill my desired and aspiration. I still have in mind lessons and exposure to student-centered approach with a move to self-directed learning and an active approach to learning. Much has equally been gained from the many pedagogical modules, learning environments and working culture. Essentially, observations in line with the 7 different themes of learning environments that spans from diverse learning situations through diversity of students to learning skills. One of the other theories learned that has had an enormous impact on me is collaborative learning. I learned that collaboration improves learning by giving opportunity to externalize one's thinking, which helps to develop ideas further. That one becomes more aware of his or her thoughts by realizing the differences between viewpoints and opinions. It as well gives a chance to explain one's thoughts if they are not clear enough for the rest in the group to understand. Variety of ideas can be utilized to build a stronger formidable force. Misconceptions and disagreements are allowed, which boosts diversity and flexibility that are essential in social context. My letter to a novice teacher still rings bells in mind, as it brings me much joy with the summaries of the many things as an advice to a new teacher. The most demanding was the teaching and facilitation practice. This involved a detailed lesson plan. This was an implementation experience of my favorite teaching methods. Essentially, it involved acting both as a teacher and a facilitator, then receiving feedback from an instructing teacher and 5 of my peers. Through this way, small group work, I learned to familiarize myself more to effective collaboration learning skills through observations of students, their working environments, learning situations, interests and networking. In all these methods, my most favorite is the flipped classroom, which is an intriguing pedagogical model in which part of the class work, lectures and homework of the course are reversed. Short video lectures are viewed by students at home before the class session, while in class time is devoted to exercises, projects, or discussions. The observations report which preceded my teaching practice also helped tremendously to emulate what I found best on the field. Interestingly, I learned the impacts of a teacher's personality on the progress and prospects of his students. Also, a teacher's organizational/interpersonal skills and the ability to effectively interact with the class are some of the influences of educational society in class. Importantly, I learned of the various assessment methods for diverse academic situations. Model F has had interesting group works with fast-running schedules to meet up with. I learned more about diversity of learners from literature, groups and on the field. Through this process, the Finnish educational legislation was equally dealt with. Others are copyright laws and issues in educational contexts. Our development project also dived into a new and evolving area of neuroeducation.